What's going on, Creative Beast enthusiasts? In this episode of Creative Beast Previews, we're going over the Qianzhousaurus right here. Let's go. Qianzhousaurus is pretty neat looking. The illustration of the box is awesome. I love the musculature and the colors. Back of the box, the figure, cool facts, stats, and features of this action figure. All the other dinosaurs in the Tyrannosaur line, Tyrannosaur Wave 2 line. Bottom of the box, everybody who worked on this figure. Let's get him open. And we're gonna open him with this guy right here. Slide it on out. Oh, very nice. Inside, you have a really cool background, sunsetty landscape. I like how it mimics the colors of the dino. Then it comes in this nice clamshell, which you can separate. Kind of a jingle-jangled, all the feet sees out of the place. Oh, that is super easy. Nice. Ah! Spider! Ah! So we got our little spidery friend. Let me go release him, and I'll be right back. Whoops. Cool. Sweet beans. Let's go ahead and put his tail on. And I love these full bendy wire tails. It's really nice. What do I work out for if I can't even push on a dinosaur tail? I molded his man. Look at that. So you get the base with this figure. Small size. Big size, and we're gonna use the big one because I like it. You just push it on in like that, perfect fit, and you get 3 different pieces to go on top. So you get an extender in case you need some different angle, and then you also get a cradle just like that, or you can also use the groin clamp cradle. And I like this because it gives you those cool poses under the groin. And it's a tight hold, so it fits snug. And you get stuff like that with no issues at all. You also get with this figure 2 other pairs of feet. You get the relaxed foot, allows for like stepping motions, and you get the toe foot, which is it kind of like taking a step. I'll show you guys this. Whee! Move all that to the side for now, and we look at the figure. The paint reference used for the Qianzhousaurus was actually the blue Malaysian coral snake. This figure is very impressive. I love the oranges and the reds with the nice peach color on the beak. I call it a beak too because if you notice, it's got this interesting face. And I think that's super unique for this dinosaur, and I really like it. With the orange eyes that really pop with this black dark coloration. I like how on the crest you get this gray color with a little bit of blue in there. It looks really nice. You can see the neck here, how it has a nice patternation going all the way back to the body. And I love when we get these torso movements that show and represent the color transitioning. I think that flow motion is incredible, and it makes the figure look more realistic, especially on the neck here too. Look how good that is. All the way through. So when you do your articulation poses, it looks like a stretch and not just a figure. I really like when you get down to the toes, how you have the nice coloration and the spottiness. It looks and feels very realistic. As with the body, it so does with the tail. You get the cool line pattern that stays with it. The detailing on the scales for this figure are beautiful as well. The scales go throughout the entire body with great musculatures and wrinkles. So just like our other Beast of the Mesozoic creatures, the skin and texturing of the scales look very real and feel pretty real as well. I love the musculature in the chest and the wrinkles. The belly looks great. I really like these hands too. It's kind of a creepy look. If you notice, the hands don't just go forward. They're kind of like a saggy look, almost like a bird. It really does feel avian-like, and I love that. It's super creepy and not something I'm used to seeing. So this whole guy kind of reminds me of a predatory bird, especially with this beak face. Inside the mouth, you get all the cool teeth with the glossy look, so it looks wet. You also have the tongue, which is a little baby tongue. It's articulated. What the heck? That baby tongue is articulated. Let's go ahead and put it down so it doesn't look so goofy. That's awesome. Now for posability, you do have a hinge joint in the jaw. You can get super big range of motion. It does break it up a little bit with the gum right here, but you can always leave it like that. Or you can just go super wide and just pretend like that's not there. You get a ball joint in the tongue, so you can get crazy ups and downs. You have a ball joint at the skull for great range of motion. Love that. And one at the base of the neck. So these ball joints give you pretty great range of motion for looking around. Very realistic. It's everything I would expect a dinosaur to be able to do. You have a ball joint in the shoulder. You can get 360 rotation, of course. And you get a hinge swivel in the elbow. So you can get 90 degrees or these crazy bends. I don't know what that would be called. I guess straight and plus 90. What is that? You also have a disc swivel in the hand, so you get great range of motion as well and 360 movement. So you can really pose this guy in any position you want. The torso has a barbell in it, so you can get great range of motions, get downs and ups. This figure is really well moved. You can even get a 360 if you want. I don't know why you would need it, but maybe you do. Pose is great. You also have a barbell in the hip, so you can get the 360 range of motion. And we're gonna use this because remember he's scratching his face? So we're gonna do that for a pose. You also have a hinge swivel in the knee, so you get great range of motion back and forward. Nice bending motion. You also have a hinge swivel in the ankle, so of course you get those great ranges of motion, straight, and you can 360 twist. The foot is on a barbell, so you can put it in any position you want with great rotation, and they're interchangeable. So if you decide you don't want a flat foot, you need that stepping pose, you just take that foot off, grab your stepping toes right here, and just place it into the joint. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. You also have a barbell in the base of the tail, so you can get crazy range of motion as is, but then the best part is it's a bendy wire throughout the whole tail. So you can put it in any pose whatsoever, no issues. Make it look weird, you can make it look cool. I actually really like this. It's kind of like a corkscrew. Whee! It's like a piggy tail. Let's go ahead and get some awesome shots of this guy posed out. Oop. Let's go. Boom, baby. The Qianzhousaurus. Very cool. Very demure, very neat, very pretty. This guy looks great. I wanted to keep him in this pose. I really like the curly tail for some reason, so let's go. I want to get a pose where he's kind of taking a step, kind of like a lazy little foot. And now we do need the stand for this cool pose. That's why I appreciate a stand. It's not necessary, but it is appreciated. We're gonna put the larger stand on it. What I like to do too to get the tail rolling really nicely without kinks is I like to kind of rub my fingers along it. Cool. I'm really loving these body sizes. There's 4 at this body size and they're really cool. I'll go grab the other ones. Oh man, what is this one called? I don't even remember, but Ross did the review for this guy. I call him the cow T-Rex because he's got like spots. Then we have the Alioramini, almost knocked over Medusa. And we also have the juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex. And all these dinosaurs are super cool. I love those styles. I love the way they look. We'll kind of do a side by side so you can see how cool all these are. I think my favorite face is definitely the juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's got this unique look and it's pretty boxy. And I love that. I love crocodilians and alligators, especially alligators more than crocodilians because of the boxy look. But look how cool that is. It's just this solid skull head sculpt. Very cool. I also love all of their bodies. They're just at a perfect size where you can play with them, fiddle around, and have fun. The fold tail has a bendy wire running through it, so you get incredible posing with that, and they just look fun. I do like the head on this guy. He has this weird bulbous nose, and I think that's pretty cool. He also has the same arms as the juvenile T-Rex, I believe. But it's really cool to see because Alioramini and the Qianzhousaurus has really cool hands as well. But if you notice, the claws are the longest on his. I really like that. I also like how he has this little beak feature on his nose, and I don't see that in any of them besides him. Even the Alioramini closes with a very unique solid close. So does this guy and the juvenile. This one just has this creepy beak. He really looks avian. And I think that's a really cool feature of this action figure. I haven't seen that in any of the other Tyrannosaurs, so I really appreciate it. Let's get some turns of this. All right, now that we have this, I want to do the card pose. Mr. Strachosaurus, I revive you. Zoic card revival. Right here, we have the card art by Shannon Beaumont, and it gives a lot of personality in this illustration to the Qianzhousaurus. On the back, you have the actual action figure with all the stats, facts, and cool things about this dino. So, we're gonna go ahead and get this pose right here. Cool beans. It is balancing without any support on one leg. Wow, look at that. Let's see what happens. And from all of us here at Creative Beast Studio, thank you so much for watching. From the prehistoric to the fantastic, Creative Beast Studio!